All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're mapping out the exact chronological roadmap to take you from total coding novice to an interview-ready software developer. We're focusing squarely on the absolute main skills and the definitive path you need to follow for success. No fluff, just the actual blueprint.
And here's that blueprint for today. First, building the front-end foundation. Then, ensuring accessibility for everyone. Third, adding JavaScript interactivity. Fourth, powering the back end. Fifth, crafting your portfolio projects. And finally, number 6, preparing for the interview. Let's get into it.
Section 1. Building the front-end foundation. Creating the blueprint and facade.
Okay, so the absolutely crucial point here is progressive complexity. You don't want to try and learn everything all at once. That's just a recipe for burnout. Step 1 is laying your semantic HTML foundation. Think of these as the structural beams of your site, your header, main, and article tags. Then, step 2 moves to CSS styling and custom variables to give it some actual life, color and typography. Step 3 introduces flexbox and grid layouts so you can actually position your content exactly where you want it on the screen. And finally, step 4 is mobile-first responsive design, literally ensuring your site looks great on a tiny phone screen before you ever scale it up to a desktop.
Now, to truly master these steps, the sources strongly recommend a bootcamp-style approach. Whether you cram it into 7 intensive days or, spread it out over a month, the key is to apply these skills immediately by building a responsive personal portfolio. You aren't just sitting there memorizing tags. You're physically building a header, a hero section, a project gallery, and a contact form. You learn by doing. And the best part? You walk away with a live portfolio right out of the gate.
Section 2. Ensuring accessibility for everyone. Building to code. Now, this is the exact moment where front-end devs upgrade from simply making it work to making it usable by literally everyone. And area is absolutely vital here. While semantic HTML should always be your first choice, area roles provide those crucial form hints and states that screen readers heavily rely on. If your HTML is the building itself, area tags are the wheelchair ramps and the braille signs. It's non-negotiable.
I highly suggest adopting this testing mental model to create a structured routine for yourself. First off, can you navigate your entire site using only a keyboard? Is it operable? Second, does a screen reader actually understand it? Third, run automated tools to catch those low-hanging fruit, the basic errors. And fourth, always check your color contrast so it's visually perceivable. Honestly, keeping this 4-step checklist right at your desk ensures your digital building is always perfectly up to code.
Section 3. Adding JavaScript interactivity. Wiring the electricity.
Listen, you cannot just read about JavaScript and expect to get it. You have to build with it. Our sources outline a really smart, progressive list of 15 projects. You start with beginner quick wins, like a simple interactive calculator to learn DOM manipulation. Then you step it up to intermediate projects, maybe a weather app, to really understand fetch APIs and asynchronous data. And finally, you tackle advanced stuff like a real-time chat app simulating WebSockets. This kind of steady progression is exactly how you build real programming muscle memory.
Section 4. Powering the back end. Laying the plumbing and foundation.
To really wrap your head around the back end, let's think about a restaurant. If the front end is the waiter walking up to take your order, the back end is the kitchen and the pantry working together in the back. The server listens for your order. The application logic is the chef actually cooking it. The database is the pantry holding all your ingredients. And the API? That's the order slip bridging the gap between the waiter and the kitchen. Pretty cool way to think about it, right?
As you head into a typical 12-week backend roadmap, you're definitely going to face a fork in the road. Which language do you learn? Well, on one side, you have Node.js. It lets you use JavaScript on both the front and back end, which is incredible for real-time apps and microservices. But on the other side, you've got Python with Django. It's incredibly beginner-friendly, highly structured, and just fantastic for content-heavy, data-driven applications. Basically, just choose the tool that best fits the specific house you want to build.
Once you've picked your language, you have to choose your database. This is your digital pantry. SQL is absolutely perfect for when you're just starting out or working on small projects. But if you need highly structured, scalable data, you'll want to move to a relational database like PostgreSQL. On the flip side, if your data is totally unstructured and you need flexible schemas, a NoSQL option like MongoDB is going to be your best bet for sure.
Section 5. Crafting your portfolio projects. Showcasing your infrastructure.
All right, with all those skills under your belt, it is capstone project time. Employers don't just want to hear what you know, they want to see tangible proof.
Here are 3 awesome capstone concepts right from our sources. You could build a construction workflow API with role-based access, a daily habit tracker, or even an AI prompt organizer with version control. The core goal here is to tie all of your shiny new front-end and back-end knowledge into one professional-grade, full-stack application. But wait, just building it isn't enough. To make sure these projects don't just sit collecting digital dust on your hard drive, you have to follow a strict project closure ritual. Step 1. Review and refactor your code. Step 2. Write a totally comprehensive README file so people know what they're looking at. Step 3. Deploy it live. Get it on GitHub Pages or Render so anyone can just click a link and see it work. Finally, Step 4. Tag your final commits. Honestly, taking these extra steps is exactly what separates a casual hobbyist from a hireable professional.
Section 6. Preparing for the interview. Passing the final inspection.
We've made it to the final step in our roadmap, taking all this incredible momentum and preparing to actually sit down across from a hiring manager. Success here takes a real blend of presentation and totally rigorous practice. Yes, you need to polish your GitHub so it looks pristine, but you also have to get deep into the weeds. Our sources highly recommend tackling 150+ interview-level algorithm and data structure problems. You really need to know your hash maps, your trees, and your OOP principles inside and out. It's tough, but it's absolutely worth it.
I really want to anchor our explainer today with this incredibly motivating insight straight from our sources. It says, templates don't limit creativity, they launch it. You've built momentum. This whole structured path we just walked through is specifically designed to empower you. From basic semantic HTML all the way to complex backend databases, you now have the exact blueprint for success right in your hands.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question. You have the blueprint, you have the tools, and you have the roadmap. So what digital infrastructure are you going to build first to launch your tech career? Take this structured path, master those main skills, and go build something absolutely remarkable. Catch you next time.